Alrighty, I don't care what walk of life you're from. If that music you heard right there doesn't get you fired up, I'm really not sure what will. That is. Oh shoot! Oh, hold on! Hold on! Before I get started, my audio. Was it? No, no. Oh yes, no. That's what I wanted. That's Willow there, yeah? That you're hearing? Oh, shoot. Alrighty, here we go. It's Willow time, y'all. Let me get that out of the way and get that in my way. Okay. Let's go. All right, 3, 2, 1, and now. Alrighty. Well, in a departure from both Capcom titles here that we're playing today, by the way, big shout outs. Made some of the greatest NES games ever. Much different change of pace from the monster world of the gargoyles to this more fantasy themed game here, based of course on the great movie from the 80s, Willow. We are going to go on an incredible adventure with this young man over the course of the next hour that I hope you'll stick around and enjoy, and perhaps stay a while and help us raise money for random acts. Okay. Oops. There we go. Alright. We gotta kill just enough enemies to get to level 2 at the very end, and this one's the toughest part. There we go. Kind of group them together like that, make it a lot easier to deal with. Okay. Skip these guys if they come, and they do. Doesn't matter. Just gonna shove you out of the way. Oh! Very rude. Oh, we actually got a little extra. Whatever. Alright, that's fine. Here we come into the village of Dew. And what we will do in Dew is come all the way down to the furthest corner here of the village to talk to a young gentleman. About what has happened to his father, the village chief, who tells us that his friend Bogarda has been turned into a monster and must be destroyed. So now when we actually do go and visit with the chief, who wants to talk to us. Oh, that guy also gives us a wooden shield that we're not going to equip. We don't use any shields in the game. Don't need them. And that's coming in here now. And another reason why we do this is because he is going to give us a magical item or a spell called, it's the Heal Mace, and it will be our basic life restoration spell throughout the game, which is really nice for this next section here to get through it quickly. In fact, we'll equip that magic. Off we go. Oops. Deal with you. Okay, yeah, you can go ahead and spawn in that grass there. Have fun. This is where we want to save our damage for, is coming up to these guys. Recovering the HP to boost. Alrighty. Alright. Boosted that guy too and come into this corner here to grab the gold statue. And much like the game we were playing before, we are going to do some intentional game overs. We're going to actually do a lot throughout this run. But before we do that, our first one is very special because we have to do the snake dance. There we go. Alrighty. Thank you for cooperating. Alright. So we do that so that we can come back to the starting village here and just walk up this way. And head up to Bogarda's cave. Come here and we talk to this skeleton. Remember, if you come out of here, if you do not moonwalk into the cave, the run is invalid. But we're good. Alright, first real cave of the game. Oh, no! Oh, my goodness. That thing almost freaking killed me, dude. That was an incredibly trolly spawn. Okay, I actually have to kind of be careful. Is that guy gonna get me? No. Okay. Get the light of life from the treasure chest here, so we're good. As long as you don't do that. Okay. Man, they're out for blood tonight. Goodness. Alright. Come on up here, grab the battle sword. Very, usable upgrade, especially in this next boss fight we got coming up here. Alright. Don't troll me. No bug there. Okay. Alrighty. So coming up is the fight with Bogarda himself. His monster form, and we have a very particular way of doing this. First, we have to have a little chat. And it goes a little something like that. We take those damage boosts and just slap him silly. Slap him back into his human form, where he thanks us by giving us the fire magic. And off we go. And at this point, we want to just do another intentional game over to get back to where we were before, but we can't do it right away. We have to step outside first, otherwise we won't get credit for anything that we've done in this dungeon so far. And we don't want that, because we did a lot of stuff in here. So, we're going to have to walk out, all the way out. Hopefully take some damage along the way. There you go. Let's just bathe in some of this. Goodness. One more time. Ooh. Okay. That might be a little too much for what's going on here. Hopefully not so much. I'm actually okay with that. Because this... That's perfect. Yep. All right, now that we're outside, let us embrace... Hello. Thank you. All right. Back into the Village of Dew for the last time. Only now... we're going to venture west into the mountains. This is where things get fun. Get our fire magic equipped, using it. Let's give that guy a little hug there in the corner so he only hits us once. Talk to that cute little critter. Don't really need to. Rude. Jeez. They're just out for me today. Alright. That little goofy thing we're walking right by, those are the brownies. We don't need them yet. So... they can just kind of sit there and dance all they want. Alrighty. Here we are by the ever so famous screen here that will be the source of much joy and funkiness. But first, we stop in to visit Po Mama, who will shoo us out, but not before giving us some medicinal herbs to administer to her pet bird Po. Should we happen to see him? What are the chances? What do you think? Anyway, so now we head him out to the mountain pass. But hopefully without getting roasted by the trees. That's definitely not what we want. Alright, so now we have a few sections here where we need to be careful with how we deal with these trees, so they don't hit us. We're going to go like that, so he doesn't hit us. And just walk straight on through this one. Just like not even there. Okay, that's what we expect there. No trolls. Well, okay. Ah, this guy shows up though. It's alright. Okay. Here we go into Matanda's cave, where we've got some pretty interesting things to do here. The first of which is hopefully despawn a certain enemy that's going to show up in a corridor here in a couple screens that we just do not want to deal with. Be on the next screen if he is there, and he is not. Excellent. All right. Very nice of him. We're going to come up here and get another sword upgrade. It's the flame sword. It's going to be used throughout the majority of the run for the rest of the way, I would say. Alrighty. And now we venture into what we like to refer to as the Hellway. It starts out poorly. No damage. It's not getting any better. Come on, buddy. Oops. Okay, it's fine. What about here? Ah, good. Alright, well, not a great start. This is Matanda, the big cowardly dragon who says, I don't want you to hurt me, just go away. I'm going to give you this bracelet to just get out of here. And we're just like, okay. The bracelet will come in handy later. What would also come in handy is not having a spawn here. Good. Didn't get one here either. Can we have half the heaven? There we go. Okay, good. None on the way out at least. So we should be fine. Alright. Now we gotta come up into the corner here to stumble across, if you wouldn't guess who it might be. We'll get there in a second, but first, let's see if we can roast the snaky man. Kinda. Get up there. There we go. Good. Okay. Oh, look. It's Poe. What's up? This is Poe the bird homie. And he's going to take the herbs, and he's going to feel much better about his damaged wing, and he's going to say, check out this flute or this ocarina that I found. Go ahead and use it if you need my help. Poe is our teleport spell, and we are going to use him a few times throughout the run to great effect. We didn't mess with the snake there. We showed mercy tonight. Maybe with how things went with the first run tonight, we shouldn't attempt we shouldn't be so provocative with the game. All right. Anyway. All right. We take that kind of route along the wall there to avoid having skeletons spawn in all four directions. We didn't have the ghoul either way. Okay, so that was our blessing. Honestly, like, that's actually a decent trade. As time-wise, at least. Oh, shoot. Okay. I need to just keep an eye on my HP for this next section. Alright, that's fine. Yes, this game is called Willow for the NES. It's based on the movie from the 80s, which is fantastic, and if you haven't seen it, or the new series that's coming out like next week, I want to say, it's going to look amazing. Alright, now we have exited Matanda's Cave into a landscape of wiggliness. Everything is wiggling. Even the ground. And Willow just kind of is... He's just puzzled. He's stunned. Like, what is happening right now? Well, here's what's happening, Willow. You are now standing on the chest of the enormous fairy Shirlindria, who is telling you all about how you are the one that the prophecy foretold would bring down the wickedness of Queen Bavmorda. So go forth, take this stick, and have fun. And off we go. Stick in hand. Ready to conquer the world. That's... okay. Okay. So it's nice to have this. I could have despawned him, but I'd rather just get it over with there. So, totally fine. Whatever. Alrighty. We have the Devil Eye. This is a very particular sword. that we will use in certain situations. And I'll talk about those in a bit. But first, we have to talk to this man, Mad Mardigan. We got the donation to have me rescue him, so rescue him I shall. This is not necessary in the any % run of the game for reasons that you will see later. So normally we would skip it, but if people want to see it, then see it they shall. We're gonna come all the way down here into the corner of the forest. Thank you. And we're going to find this key. And that key just so happens to be the one that is shackling your boy, Mad Mardigan. So. Nope. Nice. Okay. Spawns it all even. Alright, so here we go. Here's the key. We're gonna set you free. He's now glad Mardigan, even if he doesn't... even if his face doesn't show it, because he's off. We'll see him again later, don't worry. Boosted this guy. Is this guy gonna show up? That's okay too. Alright. So, let's get that that magical ocarina that Poe gave us ready. As soon as we get here, we're gonna give it a toot. We are gonna have Poe the Bird Homie take us back to his house. Go on in, say what's up to Poe Mama. She's gonna give us a little refresher here. And away we go into the Funkoverse. Hold on to your butts, folks, because we are going to just rip on through into the place where we should not be and kind of flip things into the upside down. This is completely intentional. Oops, we go this way. Now, what I'm going to do in this section, is I'm going to equip this Devil Eye here. This is a particular sword that allows me to damage, they're like ghost-type enemies. That any other sword just does absolutely nothing to. So, we use it in these specific situations. We get bumped by the hornet, that's okay. And so what we've done here is we have ripped out of bounds into a section of the game much, much later on. We busted right into the side of this tall, spiraling tower, where we're going to climb all the way up to the top. Oops, that's right. Got one more of these rotations to go. And when we get up there, we're going to get a crystal that's going to allow us to obtain a very important endgame item. Talk to this guy who is the one that gives us that red crystal. Yo. Alright. Alright, I'll take you anywhere you need to go. Back to your house. Alrighty. Back into Poe Mama's house. Say what's up again. And away we go. We are going to continue to funk things up here by going out of bounds, and now this time we're back in that same tower, but instead of going up, we're going down. And once we get to the bottom, we're going to get that item I was talking about. Alright. Yeah, I don't want to deal with this. Good. Okay. That usually takes a little effort to clear out. Anyway. So. This feels like a good time to remind you folks what we're doing here. This whole weekend with Retro Gaming Live TV, we are feeding the kids, raising money for... oh my goodness me. Raising money... Sorry about that. Raising money for Random Acts to help fight what is a far too prevalent issue in this country, especially at this time of year. So, all of your donations are greatly appreciated. Got a $3,000 endgame goal. Some really great stuff at the end of this marathon, so definitely want to see that happen. Alright, we're going to pop in here. We're going to say hello to this cute baby. This is Alora Dannon. She is the child of prophecy. Her existence is what allows for Bavmorda to be mortal. If she's able to ritualistically sacrifice the baby, then she will have eternal life. So we need to make sure that she doesn't fall into the hands of that witch. And we are going to make sure that she doesn't do that in a very, very interesting way, at least as far as how we will prepare ourselves to square off with her. Alright, we're going to... Yeah, actually, you know what we're going to do first? Let's just do that. Okay. We're going to walk in here, we're going to see this spiky guy, and we're going to say, I don't think so. Change our minds instantly, come back and realize it's become much worse. It's a dude with a giant freaking sword. We're going to slap this guy around a bunch. Alright, and then we're going to show mercy at the very last moment in order to preserve the boss flag that we activated by stepping into the room with him and then applying it to other enemies throughout the game. That's how it works when the first enemy of any screen appears, or if enemies appear simultaneously, it's assigned to just one particular one in there every time. But you kill that enemy and you trip the boss flag, and in this case, tripping the boss flag for what was General Kale that we saw in there, who is the penultimate boss of the game. It's about like 7,200 experience every single time. That's what we're going to do with these flies here. Perfect. Beautiful. Alrighty. Away we go. We're going to do this 6 more times. There's 2. 3. And we're just going to gain a whole boatload of experience in the process. 4. Hello? 5. Hello? What? That is strange. Alright, that's 6. Whoa. Oh, so rude. Alright, hold on. I'm gonna reset that one. What? That is so strange. I've never had that happen to me so many times like that before, where they just wouldn't spawn. Alright, well now we have all of the experience that we need for the rest of the game, frankly. And we are going to take our time earning it, sitting right here. I'll refresh this, see if I have, make sure I haven't missed any donations here. Folks, if you do use the donation command in chat, though, you're going to get the link to contribute to our cause here for Random Acts. I've got the tracker up here. I'll be sure to read it off live on air. We got plenty of incentives in there that you'll see once you click on that link when it comes up. There we go. Thank you. Alright, so the reason why we were standing outside is we needed to make sure we heard that chime to make sure we got to level 14. Where we want to be for the rest of this run. And now we can come on in here and, yet again, throw ourselves into the face of the wild. And game over. Look how much more MP and HP we have now. Oh my goodness, it has like quadrupled. We are fighting fit now. Alright, back we're gonna go where we came from before. With all the scary monsters. See this guy and say no way. We're gonna come right back in. We're gonna see this guy again, and we are going to show no mercy this time around. Just whipping back and forth. Whip, 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 whip. There we go. Okay, he's down. Alright. All this experience we gain doesn't matter. What does matter is that we take a moment of silence for this next section. Alrighty, we take a few extra seconds there to listen to that amazing music during that cutscene. Now we can venture on. Oh yes. Yes, they understand. Alright. Oh! There we go. Oh, shoot. Okay. That's alright. Alrighty. So we are now going backwards through this whole network of caves. Oh, first we gotta equip the Devil Iron. And eventually we'll get to the base of the mountain. And then do the ascent from there. But first, we're going to grab this very useful magical item. It's the Magic of Fleet. It is our exit spell. We're going to use this in a few places too. Just save having to walk all the way back out of the cave like we have been in previous occasions, you know. So, it's a nice little time save. It's worth the time to have that little item gaining cutscene. Because we use it so much. Oh. Alrighty. We slay that guy, and we just kind of slightly bother that guy. And that allows us to get through there safely, too. These masks are part of that ghost enemy group. Oh yeah, those little pebbles that they drop when you kill them refills your MP by 10. And we're going to want to collect some of those in a section a little later on to make getting through that whole area a whole lot easier. But before we do that, we've got to come on down here and pay a visit to the Messenger of the Earth, Finn Rizal, who is the foil to Bavmorda as far as kind of like the, you know, two sides of the coin thing with, you know, power and whatnot. And what she's going to do now that she's back in her human form is bless the cane that we were given by Sherlindria to make it a vicious assault weapon. And we might actually get to use it on our way up the mountain here in this section. It's actually kind of fun. Bubbles of death. Alright. Can't use the bubbles of death on rocks. The rocks care not for your bubbles or swords. Oh, no spawn here? Here? Ah, okay. I mean, typically you don't want spawns, but the cane is actually kind of fun. We might get to use on some skeletons here. Let's see if that happens. No. Yep. Yeah. Take them bubbles. Okay. No, trolls. Alright. There we go. Ah. Alright. That's fine. Here we go. We're going to pick up an extremely important magical item here. This is the Monster's Bone, or the Spectre magic, as you'll see coming up here. And this does something very, very special. We put it on, we come down here, and we just go bloop. And we turn ourselves into slimy form. And it allows us to slither our way over great distances of this map without generating any enemies. Which is actually necessary for a couple of sections later in this game. But generally speaking, for the whole speedrun, it's useful to not have to worry about dodging or dealing with enemies. Only lasts for a limited time, but it lasts for a while, as you can see. Alrighty. As we climb the mountain, we come across this hut here where this lady blesses us with the most powerful magic in the world, the magic word of thunder. We're actually going to use this in only one section of the game. Nice to have. So is the refill of all your stuff there. Alrighty. Now onward we go. Bridge. Over to the east. Good. Alright. Down here to face off with Dirt Mountain and his cousin Dirt Mountain. Alrighty. We're going to get to the edge of this screen here and bloop, into slimy form we go yet again. This is one of the necessary sections I was talking about where if you don't do it, this little array of holes in the ground become these enemies that come alive and will attack you and won't let you go through. So this keeps them quiet. Just long enough to get through there. Very nice. Okay. Oh, this is another section where I need the deadline. Come on. All right. Kill him for that MP. Him too. Good. Nah, I'm not gonna mess with you. Oh. Ah, never mind. That's fine. We got more opportunities coming up out here. Oops, that's right, we go down this way. Take that little kind of lower pattern there to delay the spawning of those rocks such that they are behind you instead of in front of you when they spawn. When they start spawning, their order. Oh, okay. Alright, let's see what kind of enemies we get on this pass here. Those rocks don't matter. This guy, however, is what we want to see. Get your MP. Get a spawn there, that's fine. There. Alrighty. Into the purple cave we go. Floor is like, you know what it reminds me of? Like, you know, like the carpets at like, you know, like bowling alleys, like arcades, like skating rinks. Roller skating rinks. It goes all of those colors. Very dark. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I don't want to tangle with these guys with this too little HP. Yeah, best game. Oh, just let me through. Okay. Make sure we've got our magic of fleet on before we walk in here. That way we can use our exit magic after we talk to her. Come on out. Here we go. Oh, he's going to get very angry and spit out a bunch of fire. We're just going to walk right by it. Okay, perfect. Get that Spectre magic on again, and away we go. It is slime time. Yet again. Come on, folks. We've got a couple more sections like this where I'm just slithering on through. Would love to be able to read your donations during those times. Donations, of course, going toward random acts, feeding the kids, and doing some good where it needs to be done. All of your donations are thoroughly appreciated. Not just by us, but of course by, you know, for those they would benefit as well. Alright, so we've got plenty of MP for this next section of the game. It's always nice to replenish. You want to replenish at least a little bit of it to have enough to cast the Spectre magic as many times as we do. Alright, we've got the witch's shoes from him. That allows us to cross that bridge that we saw before. Whoops. Yo. We've got a donation here. It's $15 from Konban Meow, who puts it towards the Mega Man 1 through 6 relay, relay, with a comment saying, "Slime goes slurp slurp." If anybody else would like to chime in with the sound they think this slime makes as it moves along, by all means, let us know. Oops, hello. Alrighty, let's see if we get the skeleton spawn here. We don't. Okay, I'm actually glad to see that. Good. Boomph. Alrighty. Well, that didn't seem to refresh the total. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can do this real quick. There we go. Okay, now that donation totals. Oh, we're almost at 1,000. We've got 20 more to go to get to 1,000. Come on, folks. I think we know what to do here. Alrighty. So we just walked through the village of Tiraslene. And we're gonna go up the mountain, but before we do, we're going to go into slime form yet again. Oh, we've got a $50 donation from Anonymous with the Willow slime sound. Squishy, squashy, squishy, squishy. They're also putting this toward naming the hero in Dragon Quest VIII, naming him Kev. I wonder if that's the leader there with that very generous donation. Thank you very much for that. And with that, yeah, we should be... That should break the 1,000 mark. So thank you very, very much for that. I'm going to go ahead and take another game over right here, now that we've talked to the lady we need to talk to, and we're going to head back on up. I wonder why this isn't refreshing. Hold on. Huh. I don't know what's going on there. Anyway. Into the Tiraslene Castle we go. Don't want to deal with that guy at all. Don't really want to deal with these guys either. Let's get them out of the way. And them, apparently. Okay. That's Eric. I don't care about him. Care about is getting our flame sword and fleet spells ready. Come on in here and just whipping this thing in the nose. Perfect. Alrighty. Great rhythm. It cooperated. Alrighty. In the door we go. Into the prison we go. Into the cutscene we go. General Kale yet again. The guy that we slapped around once. Second time we destroyed him. And now he's back. And now he's got the upper hand. So our boy Mad Mardigan again, who's just like, well, I guess we're just done. Nothing we can do. Unless those brownies from before make themselves useful, which they finally do here by busting us out of this dungeon. And also giving us a magical item called the Powder of Unrequited Love, which will be used to hilarious effect later in the game, much like it is in the movie. We're gonna get out of here, and as soon as we do, we just exit on out. Okay. Now that we've done everything we need to in there, we can take a very long trek to the dreaded Nothmar Castle, where, whoops, that's right, where Queen Bavmorda awaits. But before we get there, we've got a very, very long tunnel section of this dungeon that we go through. This would be a fantastic time to be able to read some of your generous donations and their wonderful comments. If you would feel so inclined. I don't know what's going on with the browser there, why it wasn't refreshing with those donations. But, I assure you they're all getting put through. Alright, gotta make sure we switch our magic here, and I think I activated that a little early. That's okay. Shouldn't be a big deal. It's just going to run out in a place I don't expect it to. Like probably about here, I'm going to guess. Oh, maybe not. Oh, there it is. Okay. I think it's a big deal, though. I'm almost at this done. And there it is. Okay, no problem. Good. Alrighty, up this pretty harrowing bridge we go. Oh, no spawn here. That's very nice. That's fine. So is that. So is that. This here, we just, maybe he gives us a boost along. That's when we appreciate Dirt Mountain. Alright, oh, this here is going to be our opportunity to use that thunder magic that we got earlier. Nice way to deal with these guys if they try to close in on you. You just zap them and get a refund on your magic. Very, very useful tool to have here. And it's fun to just use just screen blasting magic to just destroy everything. There's just something very satisfying about that. I'm gonna use it here even if they don't spawn. Yeah. That's fine. Alrighty. One more time. We go into slime form. And this is actually the second necessary usage of the slime, which we'll see coming up here. As we approach our final destination, the very ominous Nockmaar Castle, guarded by this golden royal guard who says, "Oh no, a monster," and runs away. Our disguise has worked perfectly. Into Nockmaar Castle we go. For the first time. Come down here. First, we're going to make sure we've got that equipped. We're going to talk to this Eagle Warrior who's going to take our sword, a winged sword specifically, and make it incredibly strong. Now that we've done that, we can just zip on out of here. Summon Poe the bird homie. Go back to Tirisleen. Because now that we have done all of this, there is a person that we can talk to in a house around the corner. That will give us a key to the doors in Nockmaar Castle. If we want to go anywhere in there, that's a necessary item to get. So down we go to pay her a visit. She gives us the key. We summon Poe the bird homie one last time. Ask him to take us to Nockmaar. And just take a whole bunch of bumps off these guys. One more intentional game over. This is going to refill everything. And into Nockmaar Castle we go for the second time. Guard is still gone. Whoops. And now we make our way on in to confront Bavmorda and settle this once and for all. But first we enjoy some great music. Alrighty, so up the tower we go. But before we get to the top, we have to have a chat with these two. This is Sorsha, who is the daughter of Bavmorda, who really has every intent of killing Madmartigan. And we don't want that, so we try to change her mind with that love powder. But we hit Madmartigan with it instead, and he just starts spouting off about all kinds of wonderful things. And Sorsha is completely persuaded by this, and has a full change of heart, says, Madmartigan, you're cool, so are you, Willow. Go on up and do what you need to do. But before we do that, we have one more encounter with our boy Kale, Only this time it is face to face, and it is gonna go a little something like this. Just gotta kind of wedge him up against the wall. Slap him in the left knee about like 25 times. And down he goes. And he gives us a boatload of experience for our troubles. But that doesn't matter. What does matter is that we are on through, and our final ascent up the tower is underway. The very heroic music signals the crescendo to the final confrontation. So much of the music in this game is just so suitable for the scenes that they're in. I should have mentioned that a lot earlier, just because it's just so prevalent throughout the whole game. Oops. Alrighty, one last corridor like this to go through here, and into Bavmorda's chambers we go. There she is. She does her little chat. We say, okay, let's do this. Come down into the corner and use the cane to just assault her with our vicious death bubbles. Her first phase is complete. She is incredulous. We don't care. Let's finish the job. Do a little pirouette here and till she is dead and time. Stop it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, good. Alrighty. Well, my goodness. That run went much better than the first one of the night. Alrighty. That is time, yes. We have defeated Bavmorda, and the evil threat is over. We've saved the world. Just like you folks are honestly saving some very, very appreciative and thankful folks out there with the real things that we're doing with the money that we're raising here. It's life-changing for some of these folks, and the fact that you are taking the time here to help us raise that money, check out what we're doing, we really do appreciate it. We really do. So, I see a lot of GGs here in the chat. Thank you so much for all of those. It is greatly appreciated. So, but I tell you what, we're going to go ahead and move on. I'm going to see if I can get a hold of who we've got coming up next. But it is a run of Kid Clown in Nightmare World. So, alrighty, everyone, thank you so much for being here. I'm going to go ahead and cut away one more time. But before I do, my name is Bonnie. Please follow me if you enjoyed what you were watching here. And let's just keep doing what we're doing, all right? I will see all of you folks very soon. And until I do, take care, everyone.